Okay, the other day I talked about ego and us having a strong ego and how it can really get in your way in life and in business. Today I'm going to kind of talk about the flip side. I want to talk about, like, for example, what we don't want to do is, as a leader, you don't want to be a lazy leader. You don't want to be the leader that turns over, like, everything your team asks you, you just direct them to maybe a certain person's videos or a certain person's materials, and you never give them the answers, and you never step into the leadership role, although you're being paid to be that leader. So you've got to be careful not to create fanships. And, every time someone says something, you say, oh, go watch so-and-so's videos. You don't want to direct everyone to one person, because let's say this, what if that one person leaves Plexus and you have counted on that person's training, you've sent everyone to that person, you've done nothing yourself to step up, but you've sent everyone to them. You've been lazy, you've sent everyone to them, and that person leaves Plexus. What do you think that's going to do to your team? If you have created and built up that person so much and you've done nothing yourself, then your people may also leave the business, because they may follow that person and they may not have taken the person's training and meshed it into their own stuff and took some of your stuff and meshed it. They may just have followed that person. So be very careful that you do not do that and you do not give away your power. If you are being paid, and I know in Plexus, as an Emerald, you're paid stupid money. The kind of money that I thought as an Emerald that if I could make this money forever, that's all I ever need to make. That's like a lot of money. Well, we're paid that as a brand new Emerald. And then you got Sapphire and Diamond, and it's ridiculous. When you're being paid that kind of money, you should have a responsibility. And let me say this. If you have become a leader and you're in that position and you don't have any leadership skills, because maybe you had some great people on your team who did have leadership skills, or maybe they had a big Facebook following and people are a big, credibility. They had credibility, so they built a business fast. And you become the leader because of a great team. Well, there's a couple things I want to say about that. One is you have to be humble enough to reach up to the people ahead of you that you respect as a leader, whether they're in your upline or other uplines. And you have to say, I'm a brand new leader and I really don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I've never had leadership training. And you have to reach up and say, what's your advice? And, you have to go to some great trainings through, people like John Maxwell and Les Brown and, other leaders, many, 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 many leaders. And you have to do that. And you have to do whatever it takes to become a great leader and reach out and reach up and be humble enough to say, I'm a leader, but I'm really not sure what I'm doing. And, many, many, many people have come to me and said that. And it's humbling to me that they would come to me, because I feel, yes, I've had 25 years of network marketing experience, but I learn every day from leaders. And so it's very humbling to me when people come to me. But when I reach up to people, I have to think, it must feel humbling to them too. And, I go to leaders that are humble, that don't feel like they've arrived. When you feel like you've arrived, you are about to fall. Just saying. And the flip side of that is, let's say you hit a leadership position, maybe in your company, and you do have a lot of leadership skills, and maybe the people above you, maybe they don't have a lot of leadership skills. It's okay to, they should be happy for you, but they may struggle with you being so great in your leadership skills where yes, they should be happy for you, but there's probably a little part of them that could have a little ego issue, and maybe they're not so happy for you. They wished they had more of your skills. So if you're sensing that they're a little bit jealous and envious of you, sometimes just kill them with kindness and reach up and say, you know what? I respect that you're my upline leader. And, I'm so glad to be in your line. And I want you to be a part of this, training that I'm about to do. And look for their strengths, because I guarantee you, they may not have the leadership skills that you have, but they do have great qualities. And you can find those in those upline leaders. And you can say, I want you to teach on this because that's what I've seen that you're so good at. And you step up and move out of the way, and you reach out to those upline leaders that you may even sense that they're a little jealous of you. You be the big person and you reach up and out and ask them to be a part of something you're doing. You will find sometimes that just reaching out to people and finding the good in them and help build them up can give them the confidence they need to get the ego out of their way and to actually become great leaders such as you. So, okay, I really rambled on about that, but I just felt led to just God kept giving me some answers there. All right, hang on just a minute. Don't be a lazy leader and just collect a paycheck. There are a lot of people in Plexus who are happy to just collect a few $1,000s a month paycheck and let the people above them train their people, which are also their people. Don't do that. Don't do that. That can create a lot of resentment. If you're not going to work the position, give it up, in my opinion. It's really unfair for everybody. That's just my opinion. I just think that creates a lot of resentment when people take that attitude on. At least do your part with your team. You know what? If you are just being lazy and collecting a paycheck, then the least you can do is praise the people beneath you who are the leaders, who are taking care of your people. Praise them. Give them recognition. Kudos to them in front of people. Let them know, is there anything I can do? I'm not the leader you are, and I'm thankful to have you on my team. But what can I do to help you? At least you can do that much. So yeah, that's another subject. Okay. I haven't had this situation in my situation because I do have a lot of network marketing background. But if you are a leader and you feel equipped to lead your team and you have people above you that are not coming to you and saying, hey, I'm planning on doing this contest and I'm planning on doing this training and I want to talk to your team, which is also their team, about it. I feel like people above me who would do that, they should come to me and say, you know what, this is what I plan on doing. I'd love for you to be involved because it's your team too. What do you think of this? Do you think this is a good idea? That's kind of what I would expect because I feel equipped to lead my team. But maybe the people above you, they're not thinking in that direction. So if that happens and you have talked to your team members and they're saying, oh, the team, your leaders are calling me, talking to me about this. Don't be so thrown off about it and don't be so, defensive. Don't, always get two sides to the story and be the bigger person and call them and say, I know you're working with my team on this. Is there anything I can do to be involved? This is also my team and I'd love to be included. I wish we could work as a team and just be the bigger person. And I know these are the perfect scenarios, right? Because there are exceptions to every rule. And there are some people below you and above you who are going to be difficult to work with. We all have them. I promise we all have them. So there are exceptions to the rules, but I'm just kind of giving it in general. So, hope this helps a little bit. I love learning from so many people in my downline, my upline, my sidelines. And I hope that you can take that attitude on, because you will go far if you will take nuggets from many people, but protect yourself. Take what you learn and judge for yourself if you want to use that person's training. Screen the conference calls that are going on. Do those things and just be the best leader that you can be. Don't be afraid to reach out, ask for help. And I hope y'all have a great day.